Hi everyone, it's Rosemary here from Kaszazz in Townsville. I just thought I'd drop in and show you a quick video on one of the uses for our transparent texture paste. You can use it through a stencil, which is what we're going to do here today, and then we're going to finish off by adding some colour with the Oxide ink sprays. Okay, so we're just going to apply the texture paste through the stencil. I usually put on more than what I think I'm going to need, and then we can just carefully spread it out once we've got it all lined up there. So this texture paste will dry clear, and it's going to create a resist effect. So once we spray over the top of it after it's dry, it's going to resist that colour that we put on afterwards. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I've got a bit of a lump there. That's no good. Alright. Nearly done. Texture paste isn't something to be scared of. A lot of people are a bit afraid to use it because it can be a little bit messy, but I think that's half the fun. Okay, how does that look? Alright, we'll just scrape off the excess off the top and we'll pop that back into the container, and then we'll just pop the lid back on. Alright, now what we're going to do is just peel off the stencil, and that reveals the pattern that we've got through the stencil. Now I'm going to put that aside to dry, and we'll come back in a minute. So now that our texture paste is fully dry, okay, it's all very glossy and shiny and clean, apart from my little mistake over here, we're going to apply the Oxide sprays. I choose about 3 colours, and I'm going to just put a few patches of each colour down and then wet it with the water and just see what happens. Okay, got to give these guys a really good shake to get them all happening and mixed up nicely. Alright. Now don't be too scared, there's no real right or wrong way to do it. So we've got mustard seed was my first colour, and then I'm going to add some carved pumpkin as well, and we'll see what happens. And then last of all, I like this one, it's called Mermaid Lagoon, so I'll add a couple of patches of that as well. Oh, look at that. See how they're mixing together now, and you get a beautiful green coming through as well, because quite often with the oxides they combine to make some other beautiful colours. And we'll just add a little bit more, I think, of the blue. And then we're actually going to just hit it with some water, okay, and watch a bit more of the magic. Beautiful. Okay, now we'll let the oxides do their thing for a minute, and then I'm going to dry them with the heat tool. Important to let the oxides do their thing, but you can also mop up any areas where you think that it might start to be pooling a little bit. Alright, now I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun. It's not going to be very exciting, but here we go. A bit noisy. All the textured areas have resisted that colour. Okay, so we can also blot off a bit more. And that brings the beautiful pattern back. Okay, so there we have our end result. You can keep adding more colour to it if you want, mixing things around a bit, drying it off and adding more water, adding more colours, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. Now, we are not going to waste anything today, so the colour that's left over on our mat here, we're going to apply that to a piece of leftover card to create another background. Alright, so we're just going to wet down that excess ink. We're going to also just take, this is just a half sheet of A5 card, we're going to add some water to that too, and then we're going to press it in and pick up the colours. Okay, and you can keep going. And we'll press it in some more and get some more colours. A bit of a triangle happening there, we'll hide that. Okay, now I'm just going to buzz off and dry that as well, and I'll be back. Okay, so we've got another background started there. I'm still going to pick up a little bit more of that colour and just add some more layers of colour to it. So I'm just lightly pressing that in and picking up the patches of colour that are already on the craft mat. Okay, until we've got it all covered and we're happy with that. I like the spots. Yeah. A little bit more over there. Maybe some blue spots. There we go. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to let that do its thing. Yeah. Nice. And I'll just go and dry that one off as well. Okay, so there's my two finished backgrounds. You can keep adding more colours and getting varied results. The layers just sit on top of each other quite beautifully, and that's just 3 colours out of the range of 60 different Oxide sprays that we have available.